time now to check on your weather. Let's go to the CTV Weather Center and say good afternoon to Lise McCauley. Hey, Lise.
Hi there.
So how's it looking? Please, some good news. We need it. Lise, please.
We have some in the weather department. Today it did warm up, so we saw a high of 7 today. Tonight we're going to see clearing skies. Temperatures dipping a little below freezing at -2, and we can look forward to a bright, sunny weekend. So for tomorrow, Saturday, look for mainly sunny skies. Temperatures around 3. Yes, a little below average, but lots of sunshine. And on Sunday, more the same. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures around 3, so we will be a little bit below average, but we will see that warm sun. On Monday, a weak system will be crossing, and that could bring us a bit of wet snow or rain as temperatures warm up. No major accumulation to speak of. And once the system clears out, we'll be back to some sunshine and temperatures warming back up on Tuesday to 6 degrees.
Great job, Lise. Well done. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Lise McCauley at the CTV News Weather Center. James Mennie's up next.
Letting you have your say on the news everyone is talking about. Montreal Now with Aaron and Natasha on CJAD 800. You're listening to Montreal Now with Aaron Rand and Natasha Hall on CJAD 800.
There he is, James Mennie of the Montreal Gazette. My old friend, what a week.
I'm telling you, it's they don't make them like this very often, thank God.
No.
But I mean, listen, it's not just here. We're seeing the same issues in Toronto, and we're certainly seeing the same issues in Europe. Mm-hmm. And it's all you can do. All you can do is muscle through. I heard you on air with Minister LeBlanc earlier, and of course, I mean, you can't drop like a ring of iron everywhere, and you have to understand that when acts like this occur, and I want to be clear, but I'm just glad that that no one has been injured. Mm-hmm. But when acts like this occur, the absolute rationale behind them is to sow terror, sow fear. In fact, I've always figured in certain cases, so-called terrorists should be referred to as what they are, fear mongers. Mm-hmm. And it works. People feel insecure. People feel frightened. But if you look at things in a larger context, this is not the first time police have increased surveillance, say, in certain areas of the city. Say certain areas that are frequented by the Jewish community, and I'm sorry to say it won't be the last, but the fact is, and once again, I kind of grince while I'm saying this, but they've done this so often, they know what they're doing, and I can assure you that the SPVM is going full bore for the incidents this week, and for any other issues that may occur. But in the end, I think it's up to our listeners out there. I saw one parent outside one of the schools that had been targeted by a gunshot who said, we're not going to be intimidated by these idiots. Yeah,
I saw him. Yeah.
It's not grandstanding.
No.
This is the way you fight it. This is the idea. And if you're going to cower. In this particular context, the one thing I have to say is that if the state of Israel is celebrating its 75th anniversary, I believe, this year, it's not because Jews scare easy. So, that's something else that has to be considered. Mm-hmm. It's easy, and to a certain extent, I am part of the problem. We tend to, take these things and like really amplify them and put them through a bullhorn and bury you in them and saturate you with them. But the fact is, there's still a lot to complain about in Montreal. Mm. I mean, if these incidents hadn't happened this week, David, we'd still have plenty to talk about.
Oh, we definitely would.
I think that's as far as we can take it, because all I can hope now is the cops are going to announce some arrests, and maybe the message will get out, because I really think that nobody, the old line, I don't think anyone in these cases is going to be released pending their next court appearance. I can tell you right now. So
I
just leave it there.
I agree with you, but I just have one question for you, and I'm just wondering aloud here, because yesterday you had the Prime Minister, the Premier, the Mayor, the messages. Today, François Bonnardel, Quebec's Public Safety Minister, is doing the rounds. Dominique Leblanc did the rounds with me. He's doing the rounds on French media as well. Do you know, by any chance, where is Fadi Daguerre? Wasn't at the press conference yesterday with Mayor Plante. Haven't heard or seen him today.
One would hope that he is personally quarterbacking the investigations into this. That's an excellent question.
I'm just wondering. It just came up I've just been looking around, reading everything, and I'm wondering maybe if you had seen something, because I know you follow everything very closely.
Yeah, I know, and you're quite right. It was his deputy who was handling these.
So I'm just because otherwise, he's never missed an opportunity to be out front and in the media. And on this one, you would think he would want to be really out front.
And he's the one who, I think it was last week, said, "Listen, do not be, don't be afraid of being Jewish. There's no reason for it in this city, and you don't have to hide your Jewishness." It is kind of intriguing. Perhaps in the next round, somebody will actually ask the SPVM, "Where's the box?"
All right. There, as you mentioned, rightly so, there are other things going on. And this is something I had completely, it left my mind. But there are apparently public hearings on foreign interference that should be coming up soon. What's going on with all that?
Yeah, here's the thing, though, David. I'll tell you right now, a good piece of advice: don't blink, because you're going to miss them.
I see.
I was quite intrigued to see the announcement from the office of Madame Justice Og, Marie-Josée Og, who's presiding over this public inquiry, that we intend to begin public hearings at the end of January, okay? And I intend to file my preliminary report at the end of February. Now,
wow,
I'm not a certified public accountant, but to me, that sounds like 4 weeks. So I don't think we'll be seeing any comparisons between this inquiry and the Charbonneau inquiry, which went on longer than the siege of Troy. But yeah, I just find it kind of interesting, because I don't know if you heard me earlier this week. One of my pet conspiracy theories now. I never jumped on the Trudeau's going to call an election bandwagon, and I'm not jumping on one now. But the fact that he named the two co-chairs for his campaign suggests to me that even though there might be some minuses from a public inquiry into foreign interference, which really has been the largest millstone around his neck, I should say, for most of this year. There might be some pluses, because remember, this is not being limited merely to the Chinese government, although I'm sure there's plenty of headlines to go around on that one. It's all foreign interference. Now, if this goes on as a quick and dirty 4-week, oh my goodness, God, here's a bombshell, there's a bombshell, and if most of the shrapnel's hitting the other side, I would not be surprised to see Trudeau call an election for the spring. If only, and I got to tell you, if only because of ego. I think he doesn't want to go. He shouldn't. I've said it before. The guy should just walk away and keep his legacy intact. But I really think that there may be an ego thing going on here, and I think that faced with these odds, I'm not sure. We look at all the polls. We've talked about them, David. The Tories 13, 14, 12 points ahead. That can evaporate like an early snowfall in Montreal.
Absolutely.
If there's the right juxtaposition of bombshells, if the campaigning, and you can say what you will about Justin Trudeau, he's a pretty good campaigner. If they can try and pull it out, I think the biggest weakness right now for Justin Trudeau in terms of calling an election for early next year would be, how can I put it, the enthusiasm of his own caucus. Their willingness to believe that he can lead them one more time. But yeah, when I saw that very quick timing, because after Justice Og puts out her preliminary report, which I'm sure will be full of all kinds of goodies for all sides in an election campaign, hearings resume in the fall, and this whole thing is supposed to be wrapped up by the end of next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I just find it. I think there's an interesting window that's developing there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I the way I'm looking at this, and you know, all the other things that are all the other wheels that are turning in this right now, I think this is his best move. I think if he waits till 2025, he won't even be there. They'll throw him out a window. You know, it's like it's not going to happen. So I think he sees his chance there. But yeah, when I saw that timing, I was either Madame Justice Hogue is going to run a very, very, very tight ship, which is a tough job at the best of times of the public inquiry, or there's going to be a lot of smoke and very, very little flame at the end of it.
I think we're going to hear a lot of the word classified.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're already being set up on that angle, right? I mean, it's the old, it has been a dodge, as you well know. You know, whether you're a minister or whether you are a politician of any kind, if anything's kind of edgy, but it's under an inquiry. Oh, I can't comment.
Yeah.
You know, it's before the. Oh, I can't
classified.
Comment. It's under
Top
inquiry
secret
right now.
Top secret.
I wish I could help you, but no. And yes, and once again, public security. They'll say it's classified.
Very interesting stuff. Always a pleasure to speak with you, my friend. Take care.
You too. Have a great weekend.
You too. James Mennie of the Montreal Gazette.